Just blew it out.
Oh. Okay, wait. I ruined our entrance.
She ruined the entrance.
By laughing. I'm blowing the candle out. I'm sod.
There we go.
Hello. And welcome to Scary Stories in the Dark. I'm your host, Kirstin McDonald.
And I'm Featherin. It's just one name like Ronaldo.
Hello. Welcome to our silly live. I don't know if anyone has seen on Instagram or Twitter, but there was a planned power outage today that I was not made aware of. And it got extended, so it's been a really long time since the power has been off. So that is why we're in the dark with candles under our faces. Welcome.
Yes. That was it.
That was it. I explained it perfectly.
It's been from like 10 a.m. until now. So.
Yeah, and it will continue for, we don't know, but we're making the best of it. I do actually have candles.
There's a lot of candles here.
There's a lot of candles. You know, it's funny, not to bring attention to it, but the candles I used for my Selena music video that never came out really came in handy. So I'm glad I couldn't return them all because now I can see in my house.
They're all over the place.
Fun fact to share with your friends.
Are you going to tell your spooky story?
How's everyone doing? Okay, so we're here telling spooky stories so that you're terrified to go to bed.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. Hi from at the Philippines. I know. People are saying not to hold them too close to my face or to your face.
Well, I can feel the heat, so if it's too close.
I will protect myself. Thanks for looking out. Are we summoning ghosts? Would you like us to summon ghosts?
I've never really been into that idea.
Has anyone ever played or summoned ghosts or tried to do supernatural things?
And has it worked?
And has it worked? And what are your stories? One time I tried to do light as a feather, stiff as a board. And I don't know, we were like 12. So I think we wanted it to work so badly, but it didn't really work. You know what I mean? We were all like, yeah, it happened. But I don't think
it happened.
I mean, we didn't let her go and she was like suspended in the air. So, no. But we lifted her with just like our little fingers.
That's impressive.
It was impressive. There weren't a lot of us. I've never done a Ouija board, have you?
No. I haven't really been ever around people who do Ouija boards. It's not like a thing I've ever noticed.
I've always wanted to do one, but my mom...
Hi, Luke.
I was invited by a ghost. What? Luke is here? What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I forgot my train of thought. Something spooky is gonna happen. At Belgium.
Belgium, let's
Hi,
go.
Belgium.
I've been to Belgium.
People have used Ouija boards. Oh my gosh, Charles. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, Mitch and Scott had like a creepy experience of the ghost. I don't know the full story on that, but
What's its name, Charles?
I do remember that. Yeah, his name was Charles.
A ghost.
Good night, everyone going to sleep. Hello, darkness, my old friend. What's the key? Hello, darkness.
I'm not going to know what the key.
Let's do a seance. Okay.
How do you just start one?
Charles.
Charles.
Are you with us, Charles? I get creeped out because I've seen so many scary movies with my mom. And I feel like I could do one perfectly as a joke, but I would also freak myself out.
It could get really quiet on this Instagram live.
Yeah.
Charles.
Should we summon Charles? Everyone's like, goodbye.
Wait for us to
What's the
hang up.
scariest thing that's ever happened to you, Ben?
You go first. I'm gonna think about it.
The scariest thing that's ever happened to me is one time I stayed at a Motel 6 because I had like 3 hours before my flight after a show, and I decided that would be fine. And it was really like in the hallways, it felt like really scary. Like some doors were half creaked open and people were yelling and fighting, and I was like a baby. So I was kind of nervous. And in the middle of the night, I didn't get under the sheets because the floor was sticky and it was really, really gross. And I was really nervous. Yeah. And I was really nervous and I didn't get under the sheets. And then all of a sudden someone bangs on my door and they're like, get the bleep out, you bleep and bleep, you know, all this stuff, like yelling at me, all these obscenities. And I was like losing my mind. And now I've discovered what I will do in a scary situation is I will freeze because I was on the bed and I literally was frozen. I was so scared and they were making all these threats outside the door and being really mean. And I was texting my mom and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like they can break in. I'm so scared. And all the people down the hallway were like, what are you making a racket about? And they're like, this is a, you know, I don't know who they thought I was.
Wow.
But they were trying to come in and get through the door. And so I went to the airport early and I grabbed all my bags and I ran out of my room into the front desk. Literally sprinted. As if I was in a scary movie. Because I don't know who they thought I was. I almost went to the front door and I was like, excuse me, I don't think it's who you think it is. But I don't think that would have helped. So it was really scary.
That sounds terrifying.
It was very scary.
Mine is not like that at all. Mine's more like a fear of my life itself. Falling down a mountain. I was like snowboarding one time. And we got to the edge of the cliff and it was just way too steep. Just
oh no.
So, yeah, this isn't like murder, but I ended up getting there and slipping. My board slipped and I went off. And I cartwheeled and like flipped down this thing. Like, I'm like upside down, flipping, like doing like a 720. I can feel myself, and then you like, in the air and like it hit the ground and then flip and then hit the ground and flip and then literally went like 60, 70 yards.
So you were that person that was like a ragdoll in all the movies.
I literally, people were watching me from the chairlift and like applauding. Because I made it alive. But I was, and there goes the seance. But I was terrified.
Y'all sing. Yeah, Ben, sing. Hello, ready?
Oh,
Ding dong.
No, I need Ben to mix it for me.
Oh, Ben Rose.
Ben Rose.
He needs his other self.
God, it was so funny making that though, because Kirstin would be in the studio and be like, hello, or whatever, and nail it. And then I would go, hello, no, hello, no. Hello, and Kirstin's like, this is cute. This is very, very
I would like
cute.
go to the piano and be like, boom, 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 boom.
But yeah, falling off the mountain definitely hurt though. I don't know if it's really or not, but the thing is that it's like I've landed on my feet and then flipped and then landed on my neck, but there's so much snow and I was going so fast down the hill that then I flipped up, and mind you, my snowboard was off. So it just had fallen off.
Everyone wear your appropriate gear when you go snowboarding.
Definitely.
Or any amount of sports.
Definitely.
I honestly don't have a super scary story. I try to look them up because I wanted to. Oh, are you opening for Pentatonics, Ben?
No. Maybe like a stand-up act.
What's my favorite scary movie? Oh, oh my gosh. I can see it in my head. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's the one where... I don't want to ruin it.
Well,
it's the one...
What happened to... Hereditary?
Hereditary. Hereditary is so freaky. Hereditary is so weird. And then when I was a kid, my mother made me watch Jeepers Creepers, and I was really sad and crying and saying, Mom, please, I'm really scared. And she made me watch it. And it was fun. I have seen all the Final Destination movies. That was like I was like a major, major fan, and my best friend and I at the time, with our moms, we would always go and see them together. I love them. I think they're so amazing.
Kids growing up. That was Kirsty's childhood, everyone.
yeah. All right. What should we do? Do you have questions? My favorite scary movie is the On... Oh, my gosh. The On My Way Home doc. Me too. 1408 was really good. 1408, I saw that with Mitch, and that was the movie that he asked me to be his girlfriend. A long time ago. He made me a really cute CD. Oh, Midsummer's really good, but at the end I fell asleep. So, I'm missing. How's it going, everyone? I know it's a late night hang, but we're just chilling in the darkness. What demon are we summoning? What demon? Just kidding. What about this little one? I'm holding him away from the fire, but enough so y'all can see his little baby face.
Cutest thing literally ever. Is that one like Indian food? That's what we were having tonight.
Yeah, it was really delicious.
So good, y'all.
Everyone's either like, it's 1 a.m. and really late, or it's like, they're like, it's like 11 a.m. The floof. I know, we love him.
Do a baking
What's
video
a
without
scary
the oven.
song? Is there a scary song out there?
That whole Kim Petras album. Kind of terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that'll... What else? I love you guys. How are you doing? How's it going? Everyone's a Flu fan. I get it. Flu full Instagram live at 4 a.m. I'm just kidding.
Flu's just under the table staring at us, hoping we're dropping crumbs. Classic
Making
little
Christmas, true. What else? What's the scariest dream you've ever had, Ben?
Oh man, you mean nightmare?
Nightmare. Oh, sorry. What's your biggest nightmare?
My greatest nightmare. It's kind of messed up. I don't know if I should say it.
Cool.
But it was my only recurring nightmare ever. So maybe I'm lucky for that. It was when I was a kid, and this latest Star Wars, the episode 3, I think it was, in the main series came out. When you find out how Anakin gets all messed up, and it had the lava and
No
the
spoilers.
rocks. I won't say anything else, but it was like 15 years ago. It was the lava and the rocks, though, and in my dream, Michael Jackson was chasing after me and my family on the lava and the rocks. I was like 9 or something, and the whole thing with him was going on. We're back.
Okay.
Anyway, it's really dark, and he like would chase us, and I couldn't get. I am your father, and I couldn't find my family, and then he'd never catch me, and then it would happen again, like 2 more dreams like that. It was very rough. I know, not Michael Jackson. I feel the same way about it. But have you guys seen him as a white Michael Jackson dude? That is just a scary man. He's just a scary looking man as a 9-year-old. So
Everyone's like, Michael Jackson.
sleep well tonight, you know.
I've had a couple recurring dreams. But when I was a kid, I always would have these nightmares like all the time, every night, and something would happen to my mom because I loved my mom and I didn't want anything obviously bad to happen to her. And it would range from like one time we were swimming in a pool, which my mom can't really swim, so I don't know why we were in the pool to begin with. But all of a sudden from the drain of the pool, like these crabs came out or lobsters or something with claws. And we were trying to swim, but she was so slow. And I was like, Mom, come on. And then they ended up getting her, darkness. And I used to skate all the time.
Jeez.
And then like people got her like at the skating rink. I always just basically had these horrible, horrible dreams. My poor mother was always getting injured, and they were horrifying because I didn't want her to leave me.
You should tell him about the dream you recently had. /
Which one?
paranormal.
Oh,
Past life story.
I don't know if this is like super weird. I've never had a dream like this. I don't know if anyone else has. Let me know. But I had a dream that this is so hard to explain over a live like this. I had a dream that I was like, okay, every time I'm in my dreams, I'm always me. And I'm either in the story or at least watching it, but it's definitely my perspective. And this time I felt like me, but when I looked in the mirror, I was someone completely different. I was like a 14-year-old girl with like light brown, my hair was like light brown and in braids. And I mean, this is such a long story. I feel like I can't share all of this, but it basically felt like a past life. And I don't even know how much I believe in all that, but I've never had a dream quite like it. And I woke up the next day, and the night before I've been looking at the stars and the planets, the moon, and everything outside with my family. And that night there was like a special full moon. And when I woke up, I saw something the next day that was like, it's no coincidence that you're reincarnated for this moment, and your voice and your purpose and your creativity can be medicine. And so don't be afraid to use your voice. And that could totally just be like some weird synergy happening that told me that, but I've never had any feeling like that. I woke up being like, oh my gosh, that was me. And when I closed my eyes in the dream, I knew that I had passed away. I knew that I had died, but I was so there for like a purpose that it just felt so important. I don't know. I love dreams so much. Don't get me started.
I've never had a dream where I was anyone but myself. So like
I had never had one either.
To look in a mirror and see someone else, and then to like, didn't you die in that dream? Like I've never died in a dream.
Yeah.
I almost have, but I never do. So
but I like knew it was me. So I don't know. I'm trying to look at everyone's comments. I don't know if anyone has ever had a dream like that. I was talking to some of my friends, but I felt so purposeful, and I felt like my mission and what I've been talking about and advocating recently, it was so relevant to what my past life was too. And for it to say that, you know, you're supposed to be here in this moment and don't be afraid to use your voice and all the things that I've been talking about recently, it just made me feel reinforced in my purpose and in using my voice. And I just think that's really cool. And I love that.
And that's that.
And that's
it's been
that. Well, we love you guys. I didn't really have a super plan coming in here, just to say hello, honestly. But we hope you have good days.
It's been great.
It's been really fun. Thanks for giving us some company in the darkness. These are all the little candles on my little plant, so you can see. But thanks for keeping us company.
It's been real.
We love you all. I feel like we're boring, so I'm getting like anxiety about it. That's why I feel like we should leave. I'm just kidding. But I love you all. Everyone's saying don't go. I'll come back on Twitter.
Different time.
But sweet dreams. Nothing is creepier.